Ladies and gentlemen, this is Rashad, owner and founder of Block Band Music and Publishing, a company that sells music and instruments to marching bands all across the nation. And I'm here with the Color Commentary crew tonight. We were supposed to be talking about Deadpool tonight. As you can see, here's the Deadpool shirt. However, you guys went absolutely crazy over Bird Box. So, of course, this is Color Commentary, where we give you views. Well, we don't care about Deadpool. Tonight, we'll be talking about Bird Box as well as Bumblebee, and we'll be doing our year-end review tonight. Now, I can't see, so I'm going to, based off the other guys, I'm sure that they have on their protection, so they don't be killing themselves either. So I'm just going to pass it over to them. Hopefully, they've got their eyes covered so they won't die. Let's go ahead and bring in the rest of the crew as we get in for the year-end review. Mr. Danny J. Quick, are you over there, sir?
You know who it is. It's your boy Danny J. Quick. I'm just gonna avert my eyes. I don't know if you have to, if you're short-sighted or nearsighted. Can I just take my glasses off? Does that work? Because I really can't see.
You don't want to kill. You just kind of pinch yourself a little bit if you can't see that well.
I kind of got a semi-protection going on, but you know who it is. It's your boy Danny J. Quick, CEO of Fourth Wall Productions. Follow me on Twitter at the Ace Blade. I had this was a good year for movies. I think we got a lot of stuff to talk about, but we had some high points and some low points, and I'm glad we'll get to talk about them all. But yeah, I'm ready. Let's go.
And Mr. Chuck Taylor, I don't know if you're protected over there or not, sir, but I'm sure that you are. Sure, you've taken the right precautions. What's happening over there, sir?
What's up, guys? What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Hope everybody can hear me. I am on location here in Orlando, Florida. But, yeah, doing good. I've not had any protection. I've been looking at all the lights, all the skies. So I would have been one of the first ones to die because I ain't closed my eyes one bit. But, yeah, I'm excited about this show. I have a lot. I didn't even realize how many movies we watched this year, so I kind of looked back at the list. So I definitely have some highs, and there are definitely some lows for this year. But, let's go. I'm ready to get in the show. But I'm actually, let me hold on. Let me hold on real quick. Keep your blindfold on. I'm with KFH Party Easy. We do parties of all kinds. Look for us. We got an upcoming party this January for Dragon Ball Super, the Broly movie. So look for that on Facebook. And I'll also be sending it in on our Color Commentary crew on YouTube. But I'm good with that. Let's go.
Nice. I love it, Chuck, because you definitely sound like you're coming from Iraq right now. Like there's some shootings happening right behind us right now, except you got Christmas tree behind you. It's like Santa Claus is just getting back in town from from his long delivery here. Let's go ahead and get into it. Everybody wants to talk about Bird Box, which of course was a Netflix movie that just kind of came out of nowhere. We'll be talking about Deadpool 2, and this Netflix movie, who knew, was going to completely take over the internet. So let's take 5 minutes, Danny, and you tell us what you thought about it, goods and bad.
Bird Box. So I personally enjoyed the film. We watched it on Christmas. On Christmas Day, we had a lot of family over. My mom was here, my wife, I had some Tiana's family over, and we, kind of enjoyed just watching the film together. It was kind of like one of those, how black people go to the theater and we all talk to the screen and scream that. It was one of those kind of experiences. So
you're talking about black people when you say that, right?
Yeah, us. When we go to the movies, we want to talk to the screen. So it was kind of one of those things. It was like, yo, don't let him in the house. Don't, I don't trust this dude. All this stuff. So they kind of added to the appeal of it for me. I really enjoyed watching it with the whole group of people that was there. We had cousins and people that we hadn't seen in a while. It was something that we enjoyed doing. But the actual film was underwhelming. I mean, like compared to the hype that it was that was heaped on it, it was a little underwhelming. But just to be able to share the memes and stuff, to be able to get in on the fun of it, I think that's something that Netflix has going for itself, is that everybody can watch the movie at the same time. You don't have to wait for like for Marvel, like when Endgame comes out. You know, some people might see it on Friday, some people might see it on Saturday. Literally, most of their population can go on and see the movie when it drops. So, and if you you know, if you don't see it as soon as it drops, you can choose to go see it, you know, whenever you get home, or you can watch it on your device. So you can really get a social fire lit up under it. So I think that's pretty cool. I think that was more entertaining than the actual film. But I enjoyed it. I probably wouldn't watch it again, but I enjoyed the experience of the movie. So
Okay, all right, that sounds good. Enjoyed the experience of the movie of choosing between life and death of a girl and a boy.
girl and boy.
Girl and boy.
Oh, he said, I'll go. Oh, no, I'll choose.
The girl was like, but he just said he would go though.
Nah, the way she looked at the woman, she was looking at her like, oh, I know what this is. I know what this is. I see what your games y'all playing. All right, my mama not here. Okay, yeah,
Right,
that was hilarious. Horrible part.
But go for it, sir. Mr. Chuck Taylor.
Oh, I guess I did it opposite. I watched it by myself in one night. I was like, let me go ahead and see what this movie's about. And I didn't think I was really gonna like it, but you know, I was like, okay, this is kind of interesting. A lot of crazy, weird stuff is going on. It had a little jumpy parts. Had the surround sound up, so I had to have the full effect. But no, I enjoyed the film for Netflix. For it being Netflix, I enjoyed it. Now, if I went to a theater, I may be mad because you know I didn't get what I wanted out of it.
Yes.
Because I didn't get
There would have been some bad at the theater.
If I was at the theater, I probably would like, man, this movie was horrible. It reminded me so much of The Happening and what was the other movie we watched? Quiet Place. It was so much like that one. But it definitely had to feel like when you're watching it at home, you can like yell at the TV like, don't go in there. Don't fall down. I wouldn't do that. Don't do that, dude. Like when my boy Charlie, he was he was telling them about the food line when they were gonna do the food run, and he was like, "Nah, I'm not going nowhere. Y'all know what the grocery store look like. Y'all know where the aisles are." I was like, "There you go, Charlie. That's smart. Yeah, just tell them where to go and let them go." But I was like, and they took him. I was like, "Dang, no Charlie's making no movies. All of Charlie's always getting messed up." But it was good. I think it was a well put together film. Sandra Bullock did a good job. Pretty good. She kind of got me angry at her a lot of the movie. Like she had like no emotions. I guess she didn't want to care about anybody, so I guess she just pushed everybody away. I guess that's what she was trying to portray on the film. That she was like just trying to be hardcore all the time. But the little boy and the little girl, that name tripped me out. When she called him girl when she lost him in the woods, that had to be the funniest time when they lost him in the woods. She was like, girl, boy. Girl, boy, girl, little girl, you're so nice. She was like giving her compliments and stuff, and she's about to get ate up by whatever little invisible monster there was.
There had been more than one of them. Like, girl one, girl two,
girl. Good guys. I think everybody was like kind of like they didn't really know how to feel when they were calling him girl and boy, but that was just too funny. I wish I would have got to see whatever was killing everybody. But I guess maybe, I don't know if they're going to do a sequel. Maybe they're just kind of leaving a cliffhanger. It would have been nice to see something. It did have some good twists. I knew that dude was bad when he came into the house. So if you're going to see it, you'll just forget that part. If you haven't seen it yet, it's going to be some people that you might think are good that are not good. But other than that, you know, I had a good time with it. I ended up, after I watched it, of course I had to go share. I'm like, hey, my wife, hey, come watch this with me. She actually woke up when they were having the baby. She heard some women screaming. She's like, what are you watching over here? I was like, oh, it's just Bird Box. You know, had to all the gentlemen know that. Anyway, we'll get back to that. But yeah, then I told my mom, I was like, Mom, you gotta watch this movie. So we had Christmas and everything at the house. I was we were starting to watch it, and it was getting good. Everybody was like, "It's getting late. We'll have to go home." But everybody watched it, and we all have different opinions. I think it was pretty good for Netflix, though. I enjoyed it. Hopefully, they make more similar to this. Just don't connect them to anything. Just have good general movies that makes us want to watch it one time, and we might check it out again and tell our friends. So it is good.
Yeah, everything doesn't have to be a franchise.
Yeah.
Just have their own thing. Okay. Man, for me, it was, I think I'm kind of like with you guys. It was an okay movie overall, but man, there's so much stuff to talk about with this movie. I think that's the thing that was so interesting, and I think that's what really captured so many people's attention. Like, again, the best part was when she was like, somebody's gonna have to look. But I'll go. Like, nah. Well, I'll do it. Let me think about it. I mean, it didn't look good for old girl. But it was real talk. The thing about it is real talk because the young man is her son. Like, that's her actual blood, But on the other side of it, she's raised this girl from birth. So the only difference between the two is one of them, she carried around for 9 months, having all kinds of pains, craving ice cream and pickles and mustard. And the other one, she didn't, So, I mean, what's she going to do? So I think that's what made that part good. It's like, what would you do in that situation? And of course, Sandra Bullock's decision was just let all of them die. So, okay. Thankfully, they got out of it. Let me see here. I like the ending part where they got separated from each other, which was done, by the way. But I like the fact that the voices started coming in her voice. Like, oh, it's okay to go ahead and take off your blindfold. I mean, because she's the one that told him to put the blindfold on. So obviously, if she told him it's okay now, I'm like, oh, okay, like, all right, like, you sure? Like, that was really good. I thought sure that one of those kids was gonna get it.
Yeah, I thought girl was gonna let it go. No girl.
I thought little girl. Remember when she got out the boat and started walking with that rope? After what they just told her, don't get out of this boat. She took like 30 seconds. She was out that boat with the rope. I gotta go save somebody.
Right.
Like, why is she getting out the boat?
Hey,
everybody was screaming at that kid at that time.
That could have been the reason why she made girl look. It's like, well, I love both of y'all evenly. But you did get out of the boat when I told you not to, so you're going to have to look.
Yo, and why did she fall like 30 times in the forest? It seemed like she just kept falling.
I mean, that's what you have. I mean, if you're running in the forest that you've never been to, I mean, I'll be falling too. He busting my tail running around in a forest. But I'm surprised she didn't bust her head open on a log or something. Also, the depths in this movie were amazing. Like when her sister looked back at her real quick and then stepped in front of the bus, like, hey, that was straight Final Destination quality deaths. Or when the lady got in the car that was burning, like, oh God. Yeah. There were some things I didn't like though. I don't like the ending of the movie, where she just looks up. Like I said, it would have been nice to see something, but I guess we see nothing. There's no real resolution. And
the budget was very low for this movie.
Titular characters, the birds that were in the box, yeah, they didn't do nothing. The birds did nothing all movie, but survived. There's a couple of that didn't make no sense scenes. Like, why would two children that were raised from birth to be together, blindfolded and lost in the woods with bells, separate from each other and not say a word? They just start walking like, oh, I guess Mallory's gone, so I guess peace, nice knowing you. Like, why would they do that? I feel like if I was a little kid, I'm trying to use little kid logic, but I feel like I definitely would have held on to the hand of whoever was next to me, particularly if I'm blindfolded. And my last thing I would say, real quick, some of them explosions didn't make sense. And I know I'm surprised you didn't say that, Chuck. Like, at the beginning of the movie, like, cars just don't really explode, like, all the time. And people killing themselves, but, like, what are they doing that's making stuff explode everywhere? That was kind of crazy. I loved it, though. And the last thing is, like, when she was trying to get the girl to keep her blindfold on, why was she telling her stuff about seeing? She's like, yeah, girl, Tom climbed to the top of the tree and he looked out and he saw the children and he saw all of us and he looked at us. Why would you keep telling her stuff about seeing? Girl would have been like, oh yeah, well let me take this blindfold off. So that didn't make no sense. Overall, it's a decent movie and I definitely recommend other people to see it. What do you guys say?
Yeah, I say it was worth the watch, especially since it was on Netflix, like Chuck said. Definitely give it a shot. You know, if you got your own account or if you're using somebody else's, give it a watch.
Chuck?
I good for Netflix. I wouldn't go pay money to watch it at the theater, but it was good on the Netflix side.
Nice. All right. Well, we have talked enough about Bird Box. So if there's anything else that needs to be said, keep it to yourself. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the breakout movie of the year. And that would be anything other than this mess I saw on yesterday named Bumblebee. But I see that we're going to have some disagreements. Danny and I disagree on that as usual. So we're going to let Chuck come in and break the tie. I'm curious to see if Chuck was even able to see it while he's on vacation. No BS in this time, Chuck. So let's go ahead and get into our review on the great movie, Bumblebee. Hey, what's up? Danny, go ahead and tell us everything that you felt was amazing about this movie.
I didn't say it was amazing. I mean, y'all be trying to play me, man. I just liked the movie. I had a good time watching it, man. For me, I'll say that it's probably one of the best of the Transformer franchise. You know, I really hated every single one of the movies, like all of the just the metal clashing into each other. They finally at least got it right to where you can tell the Autobots from the background and you can see them actually as individuals. You know, the battle on what's the name of their planet?
Cybertron.
The battle on Cybertron looked crazy. Like that was dope. It made me want to see more of that. That was pretty cool. I really liked the Decepticons in the movie were real cool. You know, they really played the humans like you would play humans. You know, take me to your leader junk was hilarious to me. I really enjoyed Bumblebee and the main character, them bonding. You know, it was kind of quick. You know, for me, if I would have seen a car transform in front of me, I'm gone. Like I'm not sticking around. I know she was a mechanic and everything, and she fixed machines, but I'm not hanging around for nothing that comes after that. But you know, their chemistry was pretty cool, and it's not a mess, Rashad. It's not a mess. It was a decent movie. Like the movie, I can see your comments. I can see them. The film was decent, man. It wasn't horrible. It had some pretty good laughs in it. The worst part of it was everything that John Cena did, though. I absolutely hated John Cena and his character from the moment he showed up with the stupid paintball gun to the end when he let them go. You know, it was just he just cannot act. He needs to not be in films. But everything else I like, man. Them using. I knew they were gonna bring back the diving thing. You know how they, even though that was kind of gimmicky. You know them bringing that back around. Her not wanting to do it earlier in the movie, and then at the end.
That reminds me, I got to put something else on the stuff that didn't make no sense. Thank you.
Whatever, Rashad. I mean, it's a fantasy movie. We just had somebody tell us it's a fantasy. If you can believe that there can be Autobots and Decepticons, you can let some of the rest of this stuff go. The scene with Bumblebee in the house messing up everything was hilarious to me. Like him being curious about what things were, and all of that I really enjoyed. All in all, I you know me, I go into movies with certain expectations. I wasn't expecting a lot from it, and I enjoyed it the whole way through. I wasn't bored. I didn't fall asleep. So it's a win to me, man.
I'm telling you, man. I already know the secret, man. The movies that you love the most, like The Meg, The Incredibles. I know it's always when you go with your kids and when you look over there and you say, "DJ, how you enjoying the movie?" And he's like, "This is great, Dad," and your little heart just melts. And you're like, "This is a great movie, son."
Let me love my family, man. Let me love my family. That's fine.
Chuck, what you got, man? What you say?
Well, due to the time constraints, I was unable to view this film. So I'm not gonna play like I watched it. The trailer did look pretty good though. The trailer did look pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass it on over the hot potato back over to you, Rashad. Go ahead and give them the spill. I'll see if I see it this week. If y'all give me some good sound like it might be pretty good coming from Tori's side, and I got some time from this vacation, so we can I might be able to check it out this week.
Okay, so I guess no one will be able to break the tie here. So I guess our viewers, if you've seen Bumblebee, go ahead and let us know what you thought, so we could break the tie here.
The viewers are on my side so far, Rashad. I mean, the viewers look like they're on my side so far. So I don't know what you're gonna say to. Ain't
nobody viewed this movie. They were all watching Bird Box in the house. Talking about. Oh boy. Anyway, okay. There's only like one thing I liked about the movie. Like the scene where Bumblebee was like throwing the eggs on the car and was like rubbing it on the car. Like, that was hilarious. And then when he smashed it, that was great.
Yeah.
That was really hilarious. And that's pretty much it. That's it. Because other than that, the number one problem this movie has is it can't tell if it's a prequel or if it's a reboot. It's got to be one or the other. You know what I mean? Like, no, it tends to be a prequel sometimes because it's like, okay, well, it pretends to be a reboot sometimes because, like, okay, it's got to be a reboot because we know that Optimus Prime and the other Autobots didn't arrive on Earth until now. Like, only Bumblebee and a couple others were there, but Optimus Prime wasn't on Earth. But all of a sudden, Optimus Prime is on Earth now, driving around. Like, how y'all just gonna not even watch the movies that y'all just made? The movie that you just put out last year said that Bumblebee had been here since World War II. Now all of a sudden he arrived in 1987. Which one is it? Like, how y'all? Is it a reboot or? I mean, if it's a reboot, that's fine. But personally, number one, if it's a reboot, you shouldn't be rebooting a franchise if you put out a movie last year. That doesn't make no sense. Like, huh?
DC did it.
Which one was the reboot?
They rebooted Batman. What was it called? Batman right after the Dark Knight Rises came out. Batman was in.
What are you talking about?
Wasn't
Batman being in Batman v Superman?
Yeah.
It wasn't the next year.
Well, first of all, you don't even know that was a reboot because he's supposed to be old Batman.
Oh, okay.
I mean, this is literally the year after, like all the quirkiness, all that type of stuff, and they took all that out. Like, to me, it would have been better if they waited. If they're going to reboot it, that's fine. If they want to change the tone and make it, hey, I've got E.T. in my house, but he's a robot, that's fine. But you should have given us some time to kind of digest that a little bit instead of just, hey, let's just change the tone after you just put out a movie last year. Plus, there are so many things about this movie that don't make no sense. Like, for example, when the girl gets the car, right? She gets Bumblebee. The mom wakes up the next morning and just takes the car. She don't say nothing. She don't say anything. Hey, baby, I just want to let you know I'm taking your brand new car you just got. I'm taking to the veterinarian. She just took it. She don't say nothing.
Rashad, come on.
Wait, there's more.
When have your parents ever asked you for your permission to use your stuff?
No, but they would at least tell me. If I had just got a car the day before, I'm not saying she needed permission, but she would have at least come in and said, I got your car, so that the next day she wouldn't wake up and be like, my car has been stolen.
This is DJ's hat. You think I asked him permission to use his hat? You think I asked him if I could wear his hat for my show? No, I didn't.
Does he know you have the hat?
That's your hat.
That's all I'm saying. He knows.
He's sleep. So you want me to wake my son up to tell him that I'm using his hat? That's the same thing you asking her to do. Wake her daughter up.
I get more.
By the way, use the hat.
By the way, Charlie, your character, your name is like in both of these movies. That's interesting. Charlie is the name of the main character here. Okay, yeah. Charlie is arrested by the military because she stole government technology, quote unquote, right? And they don't have the house surrounded. Like she just walks out of the back. She just leaves, and the military doesn't even bother to say, "Hey, we want to talk to her again." She's been with like an alien robot for several days, and they don't even want to bother to talk to her again. And then where does she go? She goes next door to the black dude's house where he was arrested too, and he's got no military. There's nobody. Really?
It's the 80s, Rashad. Come on now.
Bro, in the 80s, it was even every science fiction movie that involved aliens always had the government. Like if you look at E.T., the government showing up and locking down the whole cul-de-sac. They couldn't even bother to check the back door.
This is Sector 7. They knew. They knew. They don't know out there yet.
Speaking of Sector 7, the base where the Decepticons are interrogating Bumblebee has got one person, one scientist. It's got no guards. Like, like what's his name? Charlie and her friend Memo just walk up to the place. And the robot Decepticons interrogate Bumblebee. They shoot the one guy, and that's it. And then the rest of the army has to show up 15 minutes later. What the heck? How does that make any sense? At the end, when Bumblebee held on to whatever the Decepticons don't have no names. So Angela Bassett's character, I don't know if y'all knew that. Mm-hmm. How did he survive, but she didn't? Like she's like, oh, you kill us both. And then he came out unscathed, and she's dead. And you didn't see her die. How did she die?
You don't know that she's dead? She might not be.
I thought she was.
Thanks for just telling everything in the movie. Appreciate that.
I thought at least she was going to show up at the end, and John Cena was going to get his stuff together and shoot her in the back. Nope.
What?
He's like, y'all can go ahead. Y'all good.
What is this rated? What is the movie rated? Don't shoot people in the back, killing people.
Probably PG-13. Oh, they blasting people. They're killing people constantly in this movie.
Only thing I want to know is Optimus Prime actually play any role in this movie? Or do you see him like you see him in all the other movies?
Probably like 30 seconds total.
I know in all the other movies, he basically show up for like 2 seconds and then get hurt for like half a movie and then come back and win at the end.
The movie is called Bumblebee. It is about Bumblebee. You do see.
I know, but can Bumblebee really carry a movie by himself?
Apparently, he can't, according to Rashad.
Right.
He needs other Transformers in there or something.
But that was the point that I was trying to make too. That was the point that I was trying to make. I was talking to some guys on Twitter about it, and I think if this was an Optimus Prime movie, it would have been way better. Like they would have put a lot more effort into it if it was an Optimus Prime movie. But
they would have tried harder.
They kind of need to do that.
But this was just this is like Falcon, Falcon or Winter Soldier having their own movie. This is like
that's what I was about to say. It's like a sidekick movie. So I was like, yeah, that's one of the reasons I wasn't really, I guess, excited about it. I was like, oh, it comes out at the same time. That's great. I'd rather see Aquaman, but okay. Bumblebee, isn't he like part of the team, not like the team?
Well, you know, in the Transformers movies, they be making Bumblebee like he's Wolverine. Like he's beating up people and stuff, taking on people twice his size and stuff, like
flipping over everybody.
Right, exactly. Like Bumblebee was never that. But look, I got two more things. So I know I'm either out of time or almost out of time. So look, first thing, real quick. So your boy, I don't know what his name is because the Decepticons don't have no names. He took Cliff Jumper, right, and split dude in half. I mean, just cut him in half. He murdered dude, right? Then it's like, all right, Bumblebee, I'm gonna kill you too. And he shoots him. He shuts him off. He cuts him off. He cuts him off.
He didn't cut him off. He shot him.
Yeah, but that was the effect. He got cut off, and then you shoot him with some electricity, and he came back on. How does that make sense? How do you completely murder somebody, and then the other guy you just tap him? How does that make sense?
They had other stuff to do. They was trying to send out a message.
It took him 2 seconds to slice Cliff Jumper in half.
It took him 30 minutes to send an email. So come on now. They were still using dollar. They were still using dollar back then. Come on now.
Last thing. Okay, so the whole big point was her diving, right? Like, oh, she's scared to dive because her dad is dead. But now she got the confidence again, so she's going to dive. It's like, okay, I'm with her. So she's going to dive and save Bumblebee's life. But what did she do? She dives in the water. She basically puts her hand on his cheek. Hey, are you good? And then they swim out. Like, at least she could have, the whole movie, she's been repairing Bumblebee, right? Like opening up his little thing. And with her 80s technology, she can understand this futuristic robot. But she didn't do any of that. Like, it would have been good if she jumped in the water, pressed the button, opened him, and then did something, and then was nearly about to drown, and Bumblebee got her out. No, she just swam down there, did her dive, swam down there. You good? All right, good. Let's get out of here because I'm about to drown. This movie was stupid, man. I could not wait to get
because she cared about Bumblebee. The whole thing was she cared about her dad so much, so she couldn't move past that. So now that she cared about somebody else, she was able to dive again. Bumblebee didn't need her help at all. We know this.
Right, exactly. Pointless, man, this movie. So look, I say this movie is a waste of time. Don't go see it. Danny, what do you think?
I say Rashad is wasting your time with that negative review. Go see it. Well, all right. I won't say go see it in theaters. The Spider-Verse is still out there. And Spider-Verse was sold out. I couldn't even get another ticket when we went. DJ wanted to see it again.
Really?
Yeah.
Spider-Verse. I told y'all it's one of the best movies of the year. Y'all don't listen to me.
Yeah, that's
so
great.
So good.
Great. But I mean, yeah, you can wait till it comes out. It was decent, but you can wait till it comes out on Netflix.
I just think they just need to go ahead and let Transformers series die. This I liked the first 3 movies. I really did. And matter of fact, that was another thing for me. It made me miss the quirkiness of particularly the very first Transformers movie. Like, it was so hard that it was never really fun. You know what I mean? So I missed it. All right, let's go ahead. So we've talked enough about Bumblebee right now. So we're gonna get out of here. And of course, the trailer always shows up later. I get the Transformers, baby. But anyway, we've talked enough about Transformers. So let's go ahead and move on to our next topic. And our next topic is our year-end in review. My God, we've seen like 50 movies this year. It's been crazy, man. We've seen some duds. We've seen some movies that make me want to quit doing this. And we've seen some amazing movies as well. Like Infinity War, like it just came out on Netflix, so I can watch it legally. And I swear I have been watching that movie like nonstop. Like I just let it play. I'm sitting on my couch. I'm doing some work. I go to sleep. I just let it play. Just let the movie play. Because that movie, I forgot how good that movie is. We've seen some great ones and some duds. Let's get into our duds here, and let's see if our members here, our crew members here, will also get in on this. By the way, just some comments here. It looks like Warren was saying, concerning Transformers we talked about before, that Angela Bassett played that Decepticon role perfectly. Great job, Angela Bassett. You're doing it this year. You're doing it up.
Absolutely.
All right. And Kenny said spoilers. Yes, sorry about that. All right.
Everything.
Go ahead, Danny. What you think? What was the worst movies of this year?
There was a lot of bad ones. I'm still gonna have to give all right, so I can only speak on the ones that I've seen. Okay. Now we did watch a lot of movies this year, and there were some really bad ones. I was going through the lists and stuff. But the worst movie I personally saw this year, I'd have to say, was that Annihilation movie that we reviewed earlier in the year. That one takes the cake for me. I still don't understand it. I still don't understand what the purpose was of making that movie. Just a waste of time for me. And it was worse. Oh, excuse me. To me, it was worse than Proud Mary. There were things I enjoyed about Proud Mary. It was worse than The Predator. There was things I enjoyed about The Predator. We actually just rewatched The Predator. Also during Christmas. That movie, was at least action. It was worse than. It was a little bit worse than Pacific Rim Uprising. That one is a close second.
Oh God! Don't bring that one up again.
That Pacific Rim movie was so bad. It came out when me and Tiana were in Paris. We went and tried to watch it, and I fell asleep in the movie theater in Paris watching the movie. It was so bad.
It's bad when you're going to sleep watching a giant robot movie.
Exactly. But still, I'd say Annihilation is probably my worst of the year. What about y'all?
I guess just for me, like I said, the ones that I've watched, Annihilation was up there. It was neck and neck, but Pacific Rim just made me so angry. It just made me so angry. The whole plot of the movie. I don't know why it was ever a sequel to that movie. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. You know, they make robots. They got the whole sky that they can fly and shoot things with, and they want to fight things hand-to-hand combat with giant robots. Right. Don't understand. Still don't understand it. The movie was horrible. It was boring. It didn't make any sense. I think that would took the cake from it because it just made me so mad. Annihilation just had me confused. I'm like, what am I watching? What is happening on this movie? Is she really there? It's like, I just was unsure, like, what was going on. A lot of people, I think some people like that movie. Yeah. I was just like, how? How do you like? Can you explain this to me, please? Because I don't know what was the point of them. Why did they even take guns in that movie theater? See, y'all gonna have me rant all on all these movies again. But sure. I keep it short. Pacific Rim to me was the absolute worst movie I've seen this year. What about you, Rashad?
Well, I see here that Danny forgot to leave on the worst movie of the year. There has not been a worse, and we've seen some bad ones, but there has not been a movie worse than the one that you were excited to see, Danny. Y'all go back and watch 2017 year-end review. Like, I want to see Proud Mary, Proud Mary, Proud Mary, Proud Mary. And I was so excited to see this movie. And that, my Lord, that movie is horrible. When you're talking about, hey, everybody in the background.
Yes, more vacation.
It's a black guy loitering. Don't get arrested there, Charlie. So anyway, did you hear about that, by the way? I know you're not like that. Yeah,
not lately.
Yeah, that's a big deal. It's like national news. Like a dude got arrested. Well, yeah, not arrested, but the cops confronted him. The security guard confronted him for a hotel that he was staying at, and when he was in the lobby. It's crazy. So watch your back, bro. Watch your back. Exactly. But anyway, Proud Mary, man. The fight scene at the end with the shooting, they were shooting up her car. I've never seen a car shot that bad ever in life. I mean, the car was perforated completely, and she just ducking behind the door just a little bit. You know, what in the world? And the stuff they could have done with the story, and they just didn't do with the story. That movie was bad. But the movie that came the closest to being that bad was The Predator. God, I hated that movie. Oh, God, it makes no sense. Predator was terrible. And then right along with The Predator is the girl in the dragon the girl in the spider's web. How the heck you going to be the main character in your movie and you do absolutely nothing in the third act? Hey, what's happening, little man? How you doing there, buddy? Let me ask him this. Hey, man, what'd you think? How are you going to get to the end of your movie and not do anything in the third act? What do you think about that? You just pooped your diaper, didn't you? All right. So let's go on. So what was a surprise hit? The surprise hit of 2018. What would you say? Let's go back to you, Chuck.
I think one, I guess this one really surprised me. I'll just give you my top one. I think Aquaman. I was not excited about it. I was kind of interested to see what they would do, but DC has put out so many bad movies, and I just like kind of have my feel of that. What you trying to take over? What you doing? You like Aquaman? I don't want that. I don't want that. I'm talking about Aquaman. Okay. Anyway, but Aquaman was probably my surprise. I would say. I mean, the quality of that movie, I think it was good enough to kind of relaunch DC altogether. But I think that's probably definitely my top surprise. I'm trying to think of one of the other ones. I had my little location here. Let me see real quick.
What about Y'all about to say Venom.
Venom surprised me. I was unsure about Venom, especially with Sony. Sony having the rights scared me. So I didn't know they would do Venom. I thought it would be like how Spider-Man 3 was, and this was a fun movie. I enjoyed it. Tom Hardy did a great job. Those are probably the most surprising movies I watched this year. What about you guys?
Go ahead, Dad.
Yeah. I forgot to say Equalizer 2 for the last segment because that movie was bad too.
That was pretty bad. Well, I think our ending for that one was just watch Equalizer 1 again.
Yeah.
Twice.
But for me, my surprises of the year, I'd have to say, Crazy Rich Asians. I know we didn't review it, but I was pleasantly surprised for that movie. Like I didn't know. I did watch Fresh Off the Boat, a couple of seasons ago. But that movie was very well put together. For it not to be a genre that I usually, rom-com, I don't usually, watch rom-coms like that. But they did a really good job with that. And then I'd say Solo. I really enjoyed Solo, the Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
I wasn't. I'm not an old school Star Wars fan. I'm a Trekkie, but these newer movies have really been hitting for me. I really have enjoyed these. And as a matter of fact, we need to have another discussion about The Last Jedi because I just watched it again. And that movie is excellent. Like that movie is really good.
Did you say excellent? Excellent. Oh,
yes, that movie.
So now
really,
everybody
really
watching
good.
knows that Bumblebee is bad. Thank you. That's the argument. Bumblebee's a horrible movie right there.
No.
You just know.
I'm gonna give you my Blu-ray copy so you can listen to the director's commentary. This guy is really
didn't that director get fired from the whole series after that movie?
This guy is the biggest Star Wars fan ever, and they let him make a movie about something that he loves, and he really put attention to detail in there. And I'm telling you, that movie from start to finish was really, really good. I know that was 2017, but Star Wars: The Last Jedi was a great movie.
Right. I know the whole commentary is like, now listen, I know that in the last movie they did this, but I'm just gonna completely forget about that. I know they were wondering who Rey's parents were, but I'm just gonna get rid of that. I know they thought
Snoke way they did, my boy.
I thought it would be better if we just kill Snoke.
But he resolved. It doesn't matter if you like the way that he resolved it or not. He resolved the questions that were asked.
It was horrible. And then the way they just like make a bummy Luke Skywalker. I mean, what is that?
You got
drinking milk out of some random animals on planets. I'm like, come on.
That's J.J. Abrams' fault. J.J. Abrams put him all the way out there on that planet. He said if Luke was out there on that planet, he must have a reason for being out there.
I hated that movie.
Right.
I hate it every time I watch it. I can't even finish it.
I've never watched it again.
You're horrible.
I put it on Netflix. I couldn't finish it though. I was like,
I watched it twice in the last week, and that movie is good. I don't care what y'all say.
Bruh, J.J. Abrams is watching that movie along with you, watching the commentary. Like, I'm supposed to make a third movie, dude.
Like that.
What am I supposed to do here? The main bad guy is dead. What am I supposed to do here? The other bad guy, he's not bad enough to be bad. He's not good enough to be good. I got Luke Skywalker. He's dead.
I guarantee you see the next one.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
So the surprise hit, I said it, yeah. Venom and Aquaman for me, definitely. Venom, I was very skeptical when it first came out, but as it went along, I was excited. I was actually excited. By the time Venom came out, I was excited to see it. The very first trailer, I was like, this is trash. But so I was pleasantly surprised that it was even better than I thought it was going to be. Again, another time where you can see that Bumblebee is a bad movie because Danny thinks that Venom is terrible. But Aquaman, yes, that was it. I was only going to see Aquaman because it's DC. I'm pretty much going to see anything that Marvel and DC puts out. But Aquaman coming out swinging or coming out swimming and ended up being the best movie of the DCEU. Yes, that was definitely the surprise hit of the year for me. So, boom.
Hey, I had one more I forgot. The Jumanji movie that came out this year was really good.
2017.
Huh?
That was 2017.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, it must have been like right at the end or something.
Yeah, it was. It was right at the end of the year.
Okay. Well, anyways, it was good.
It was.
I had a couple. Let's see, I had a couple others. I'm gonna write them off real quick. Jurassic Park. I'm not a Jurassic Park fan, and I love that Jurassic Park. That was great. Night School. I didn't know how that was going to be. It was awesome. Black Klansman. I didn't know how that was going to be, and that was awesome. And then I'm gonna save my last one for the best movies of the year. So let's get into the best movies of the year. So, Danny J. Quick, go ahead and tell us all the movies that were horrible as your list of best movies of the year.
Okay, so Black Panther. That was horrible. That was horrible, right?
Hey, there's a large percentage of people in the world that would agree with you.
Yeah, especially because it's getting so much hype. I hate it because it's getting hype.
Overrated.
Black Panther was so good. Like I've watched it probably twice a month, at least twice a month, since February when it came out. That movie was just incredible. Mission Impossible was really good. The new Mission Impossible movie that came out was really, really well done. Let's see. What was the name of the one? I enjoyed Incredibles when it came out, but it wasn't top 5 of the year. I would say it wasn't top 5 of the year. That one was good, but it didn't live up to the hype of waiting 10 years for it, right? But there's a movie that I'm not gonna say because I know that people know that I didn't like it, so I'm not even gonna bring it up.
Wait, recently you said that you did not like it. Which one is it?
I did not like it, but it is not on my top 5 list. It's not on any of my top 5 lists, so I'm not even gonna bring it up.
I wonder what that one is.
Right.
I
guess we should infinitely wonder what that movie was.
The Batman. What was the death of Superman that came out earlier?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That one was really, really good. I think because you know me, I didn't have any expectations for it. So watching it and then rewatching it again, I really, really, really did enjoy it.
You were the one that literally titled that video "Superman Never Stays Dead Long Enough." That was you.
But this, yeah, and I'm sure he's gonna be back in the next one. But from like that's my thing. I unlike some people on this show, I can separate a film from its predecessors. And okay,
low jabs over here.
If a film is good, I can say that it's good. I don't have to say, okay, this one's not good because Transformers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 weren't good, or because Superman just died in the live action film and now he's died in the animation. No, it was a good movie. It was
but can you say it was a bad movie at one point and then still say it was a bad movie after watching it the second time? Because you told us you did not like Death of Superman the first time you watched it.
I did not say that.
Video.
I did not.
He said he hated Superman. I don't know if he said he didn't like the movie.
I said yes. I don't like Superman. Superman is not my favorite character. I've never liked Superman. I want to say this movie got really, really bad reviews, but I watched it. I want to say 2 weeks ago, and it really, really was good. That movie Peppermint. We were supposed to review it, but we never did.
Mm-hmm.
That movie Peppermint was really, really good. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I really liked Peppermint. I really did. And
I haven't seen it. I'm gonna check it out. Now you said it was good. I'm gonna check it out.
And again, it might be because of my expectations, because I didn't have any expectations for it. But she was lighting them jokers up though. Like she was in people on that movie. That was really good.
I know you've been. Where your favorite at? I know you got one to say it. You better say it.
Creed 2. Well, Black Panther is my favorite, but Creed 2 also. That rounds out my top 5.
No, where the heck is the place?
The Quiet Place. Oh yeah, Quiet Place was good, but I mean I don't think that's in my top 5 for the year. I say.
Oh, you was You were cheerleading that one all year. I heard
it was good. It was good, but I didn't like after I watched it the first time. I didn't go back and like it wasn't something that I wanted to rewatch and rewatch. It was good, but like Black Panther, Creed, what was the other one I said? Crazy Rich Asians. Like Spider-Man. When Spider-Man comes out on DVD, I'll be watching that again and again.
But that wasn't on your top 5 just now. So did you mean to put it on there?
No, I mean I think it will be my top 5. But I haven't. I've only seen it one time. I've only seen that one time, but I know that I want to watch it again. Like I was literally about to pay to go to the theaters to see it again, but it was sold out.
So let me make sure I get this right. I don't mean to keep taking your time. I just want clarification. So as it stands right now, in your top 5 is Death of Superman and not Into the Spider-Verse. I just want to make sure that we're clear about what you just said.
Why are you trying to
Yeah, that makes a little. I'm kind of wondering that myself.
Why are you trying to get people to jump me? Like, yes, I think Into the Spider-Verse was better than Superman. Yes, I do think it was better than the Death of Superman. But Death of Superman came out, and I've seen it 5 times now.
You watched that movie 5 times?
Only seen once.
Can't believe that.
I haven't even watched our review of that one 5 times.
Horrible, bro.
For real.
So that's your top 5 there, Danny?
That's it. Yeah, I'm good.
All right. So what's your top 5, sir? This ought to be good.
Okay, so let the real top 5 please stand up. Okay, but all right. First of all, I was actually, this is probably one of my most surprised movies, but Black Panther was amazing. Like, I can't say it just because of black. They gonna say, oh, because the black guy he loves Black Panther. No, I wasn't even expecting Black Panther to be that good. I wasn't even expecting to have an event for Black Panther. Maybe like a little watch party. We had bought the whole freaking theater, sold it completely out, had the upstairs, had the commentary live show. It was awesome. It was the most excitement I ever had at a movie theater. But the movie was just really good to watch. The acting just is the best in any MCU movie. The villain that's one of my favorite actors that was a villain, but he did a great job. The side characters, hey, it was just great all the way around. I turned it on because I was like, well, maybe I was just overhyped at the theater, and the excitement of the event and everything got me really liking this movie. But then I watched it at my house. I was like, this is a freaking good movie.
Right.
So I can just sit here and watch it. I only got to see every fight. Like some of the other movies, I would say the fights have to be really good to make me really want to watch them. Especially if they're like an action or a superhero movie. You gotta have really good fights. This one had pretty good fights, but it wasn't epic. But I was just enjoying just the characters talking to each other on the plane, like just having conversing throughout the movie. It was great. I was like, this is a good movie. The music, everything, how the people look, all of it was just so good. So I get that one. That's definitely my number 1. It was close with Infinity War. Infinity War comes second. Yeah, they have my boy, with Iron Man in there,
Right, getting stabbed.
He get. And I was actually on my way down to Florida. I was watching a lot of Avenger movies, and that's almost in every Avenger movie. So will he actually make it in this last one? I don't know, because he's the only one that almost dies in every Avenger movie.
So he might actually die in the next one.
He might actually die on this one. He ain't got no contract. But yeah, Infinity War, that was just epic. Like, that was such a build-up. So I was expecting that one to be good. I've been waiting for this for, how many years? 10 years? How long has this freaking franchise been around? So it was like, and Thanos, I'm like, how does this guy, like, Thanos, I was just more like, how is he going to be able to take out everybody? Like, they've been building this dude up for movies for years and years and years. So everything was just great. I mean, the CGI was it was great. This is the character development and all of it, tying all these different people into one story, and then leaving that big cliffhanger at the end that kind of got everybody pissed off and sad. But we know something's gonna happen good for the next one to finish the story. But yeah, that one tops. That was right up there. They were neck and neck. I guess my next one is a pretty new one. It's Spider-Verse. Spider-Verse came out. I really love that movie. I watched it a few times. That one surprised me. I didn't think I was gonna like Spider-Verse. I should have put it as a surprise movie, but it's one of my top 5. So that movie was so fun. It was so good to see a fresh new take of Spider-Man. Spider-Man is my favorite Marvel character, like from the comics. Now for the movies, it's Iron Man. But yeah, just seeing him portrayed, in so many different ways, and seeing him as Miles Morales take on it, because I never followed Miles, so this made me want to be a Miles Morales fan. I'm going to check him out, and I can't wait to see him in live action as well. So yeah, everything was beautiful. It was great. That one knocked out my Incredibles, because I had Incredibles up there, but then I was like, I like Spider-Verse a little bit better. Like Tori said, Mission Impossible was the best action movie and one of the best movies of the year. That thing had you all over. You had to go see that in theaters or with some type of surround sound, because I don't know how Tom Cruise is still alive after doing all these movies, but this dude is awesome. I think he broke his ankle doing one of these stunts. Dude's crazy.
But that's a clone. There ain't no way that's the real Tom Cruise.
I don't think that's really him. He might have made out the first one. His strap just broke when he fell over on the thing. He was like, just fell all the way down. That was the end of the original Tom Cruise.
The director's like, what we gonna do? What we gonna do? We don't kill Tom Cruise. Hold on. I got this clone real quick. We can put him in there. We can just keep recycling them.
And that one had your boy from Superman in it. What's his name? Henry Cavill? Henry Cavill. Yeah, that was good. He was loading the guns with the I was like, this still got beat up. That's epic. And then
he had the mustache for nothing.
Yeah, got the mustache for nothing. He dies horribly. And then I guess my last but not least, but this was one of my most hyped, I guess, ones would be Creed 2. I really enjoyed Creed 2. I like the different twists. I could tell it was directed a little different. I know my boy Kugler didn't do this one, but it still was really good. It stands up with the first one. It's not as good as the first one because the story's not as good. But I do like the fighter he's fighting. To me, that whole Drago thing was was a better part of the story. Like having him as a villain, I think that was like awesome. So I can't wait to see the next movies they're gonna do with those. Definitely they can compare to the Rocky side, so they can start branching off, and he can have his own standalones. But yeah, that one probably was my top 5. So, what about you, Rashad?
Okay, my favorite movies of this year, in no particular order, were Venom, as you guys would know.
No,
it was such a surprise. It was so good. Your man, what's his name, Tom Hardy, being him, and I am Venom. That was cool to me.
All right, well, let me ask you this real quick. Have you watched Venom since you watched it in theaters?
No, but I mean, I don't normally watch. Like, I watch it the bootleg way, just at one time.
I think it's out now. It's out now.
I mean, it's not on Netflix or nothing like that. I mean, that's all I have is Netflix.
Okay.
So yeah. Well, you don't think it's not as good the second time around? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. When you watch it the second time, you'll know it's like, yeah, I can see it may not be in the best, but it's still pretty good. It's not the best though.
It definitely ain't in top 5. It definitely ain't top 5.
Let me see here. Also, Black Klansman was amazing to me. I didn't have any idea it was going to be that good, but it was nice. It was a nice change because I'm so into the action movies, and it was nice to see something where I was like, "Wow, that was like really impactful." Like, gosh, man, I really, it was just so quiet. Like Infinity War was so quiet at the end of the movie, but this movie had the same type of quiet, except it was real. It's like, wow, it's a great movie. I would recommend it for anybody. Aquaman is a great movie. Definitely was not expecting it to be that good, so good job to them. Although when I think about it, I don't think the acting in Aquaman is really all that. Like, he's not really that great an actor. My man, but the movie itself was really good. So let me get to my top 3 movies. Number 3, Infinity War. Infinity War is a great, great movie, man. And I just haven't seen Aquaman recently. Like, after Aquaman was over, I was like, man, that movie was awesome. Like, it was better than Infinity War. And then Infinity War dropped on Netflix, and I was like, I have sinned.
I wouldn't even say that. No, I wouldn't even say that.
That movie, Infinity War, is so good. It's so funny at points. And to see the different personalities, particularly the first time, everything that happens with the Avengers and the Guardians of the Galaxy, it's like to tell them about the dance off to save the universe. Like in Footloose? Yeah. Is that still the greatest movie of all time? It never was. Like,
Yeah.
all of that, the action and how you feel about things, and Thor showing up in that battle may be the best scene of any movie in 2018. One of the best scenes of all time. Thor showing up out of nowhere. Woo! Every time, bro, I get a little tear right there, boy.
But he didn't win though.
Oh gosh.
But didn't complete his mission though.
Okay, all right.
He might as well have stayed in Never Never Land because he didn't do what he came to do.
Y'all gonna get up. Y'all gonna get off of Thor, man. Look, man, he did what everybody else. Danny, you were in the military, man. You know that if you're shooting at a target from a distance, you shoot center mass, right?
Okay.
Is that not true? Like, yeah, aiming for the head is good. You're gonna kill him in one shot if you aim for the head, but it's a whole lot easier to hit center mass. Is that not right?
If it's a high value target, we send snipers.
Well, Hawkeye wasn't in this movie.
Basically, he was sitting at the dinner table with his family, and then they disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So now we're sending in the sniper. But yes, Infinity War is great. Number 2, just like Chuck was saying, Mission Impossible, man. Wow, that movie was great. Definitely the best action movie of the year. It's just not as well-rounded a movie as some of the others. But as far as action, God, and particularly if you see it in the theater, when you watch it at home, it's not as good. But at the theater, wow. I saw the movie 3 times, and every time I was like, did he do it? Did he do it? Did he do it? Like, it was just amazing, man. And then, of course, movie number 1, you know, da-da-da, 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 Black Panther, of course. Number 1 movie of the year, man. Still. It's a great movie, man. I don't care what anybody says. That's the reason why it's getting nominated for Oscars. That's why I'm not sure if it's number 1 or number 2 domestically this year. I think it's number 1 domestically. I think it's still ahead of Infinity War, but Infinity War is better worldwide, and it's because other countries don't like us. But when it comes to America, yeah, we winning. And Black Panther it's a very well written movie. The acting is great. Yeah, the action could have been a little bit better, but the rest of it makes it for a great movie, man. So that's number 1 movie of the year for me. So everybody watching, whether you're watching on YouTube or on wherever you're watching us, on Reddit, if you can watch on Reddit, or on Twitter, or whatever you're doing, leave your comment as far as the best movie of the year. As we're getting ready to wrap up, real quick, Charlie, we all know we want to see Infinity War. Well, we all except Danny are most excited to see Infinity War next year.
Endgame. You mean Endgame?
You don't even know the title of the movie.
Man, the name of the movie is Infinity War Part 2. We all know that. Some Endgame nonsense. They're dropping that, trying to distract us. When I see the movie and they print out my ticket, it's gonna say Infinity War Part 2.
Most likely.
Year 17. But other than that, what one movie are you most excited about seeing next year?
Ooh.
And then wrap it up for 2018 to all of our family and all of our friends who have watched us throughout this whole year. We're just over a year old now, guys. So we're excited about that. Almost 200 subscribers at this point. So yeah, go ahead and wrap it up.
I see. That's a surprise question. I didn't think about this, but right now I think Glass is coming out in January, right? Glass comes out in January.
Yeah, it does.
And Captain Marvel in March. The Us movie. Us, the trailer.
Okay.
Yeah, that looks good.
I'm hyped about that one. So those 3 in the first quarter. I know you asked for 1, but those 3, Captain Marvel and Us, coming out in the first quarter of 2019. I'm excited about. But that's it for me. I appreciate y'all dealing with us all year. I'm hanging out with these long shows. But we're almost Rashad didn't tell you to subscribe to Survive on our YouTube page because we're almost at 200 subscribers. Go over and do that, and make sure you follow me on Twitter. Somebody trying to break down my door. It's the bird box trying to get to me.
Right. Quiet Place Demons were upset that they weren't on the top 5. Like, we had an agreement. You talk about us all year. We'll leave you alone. Yeah.
Hey, that happens. But that's it for me, y'all. Until next time, stay vigilant, my friends. I'm out.
Peace. Chuck?
Gosh, you hit me without an idea. I wasn't prepared. Because all I want to say is Infinity War Part 2 in game, Infinity War Part 2 in game. That's basically all I want to see. But what I'm excited about outside of that, definitely Captain Marvel. The trailer made me excited. I want to see how they're going to do, what they're going to do with this superhero. Never seen a girl superhero that could do that. Glass is also on there. I'm really excited. I want to see Lion King. Lion King is, that was my favorite movie as Disney movie. Yeah, that and even in Aladdin too. So it's like I got both of those coming this year, and Toy Story 4. Like, I mean, I just hit it with the kid movies. I'm gonna be up there all freaking summer watching Disney movies. I mean, good gracious! Like, I'm thinking about it. Then you got Us. That looked pretty interesting. Like, so yeah, there's a lot. It's gonna be pretty big for 2019. So I'm happy just to be on the show. Happy to hang out with you guys. Have a place to chat and talk about all these nerdy, blurred topics that we do. And hopefully we made a good impact on the community. So y'all get a nice vehicle, nice place that y'all can share your thoughts and see some guys that talk about things from a different side, different point of view. But my wife, come on. We are the entire ownership of KFH Party TV. We actually did how many events we did this year?
More than I can count.
It was like
I
20
need more
events.
Hands.
20 events. We did 2 movie theater buyouts. We had people dress up in dashiki robes all over the theater. So it's been a great year for us. We enjoy being a part of the Color Commentary crew. We've really been able to partnership with those guys in the Ace Blade community up there, the block band. We can all get climb this mountain all together. But yeah, so we're excited about 2019. Got a lot of things coming up.
A lot.
But yeah, this has been good. I really enjoyed this year. Probably my funnest year watching movies, definitely. So yeah, go ahead and shed a tear. It's been so good to me. But we're gonna sign off here, get on to this vacation that we have. It costs us all this money. But yep, we're done. See you guys in 2019.
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays,
Happy New Year.
And I hope that is the funnest vacation you ever have. So real quick,
this dude.
I gotta be consistent, man. I gotta play my role. And then speaking of me playing my role, Danny, I'm surprised that you didn't put on the Next Jedi, even though we had the Last Jedi, because that's coming out in 2019. You should have been like, that's the movie I'm waiting on because it's gonna be a masterpiece. So
I don't know about that. I haven't seen the trailer for it yet. I don't know, but I'm sure I'm gonna go see it, just like you are.
Right. They got my money. They got at least another good movie in me now. If the next one ain't good, then I'll probably see the one after that too. But still, thank you guys, man. This has been it's been amazing, man. I really appreciate you guys. Hey, Mr. Cameron again.
I'm back.
I really appreciate all of you guys watching, just being with us all year long. It's been amazing. I made some great friends. Had a call from a music friend just before the show started, man. It didn't want to see Bumblebee because of my recommendation. So Megatron, don't come after me. But it's been great hanging out with Chuck even more, hanging out with Danny like that, man, doing the events with you guys. When I said to you guys right after The Last Jedi came out, it's like, we got to talk about this. Like, I didn't know that a year later, we'd have, 9,000 views basically, and, almost 200 subscribers at this point, which is young for some channels, but that's 200 people looking at you. I don't have 200 people looking at me do nothing. So it's just been a great ride. I've seen a lot of movies that I wouldn't have seen because we're doing this. And so, man, I appreciate it, man. So, guys, just make sure you just take a look at the the description. And so you can see some of the other great movies that we've done. We are on Twitter. We are on Facebook. We are on Tumblr. We're on Reddit. You can find us. Where else are we? We pretty much almost every. Oh, we're on Spotify and Anchor. Just look up either Color Commentary or Color Com 3 with 2 M's, one or the other. You'll find us, man. And just thank you for being with us. Make sure you subscribe to survive.
This guy. Good grief.
Okay, sorry. And of course, this is Color Commentary, where we give you views
from a different side.
From a Happy New Year side. Peace.
Bye, guys.
Oh, wait. What the heck is that? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Shouldn't have took your blindfold off, man. That's what you did.